Dear brothers and sisters in the Dhamma, today also we are going to discussing the sutta name Visakha Uposatha Sutta. Actually, before we start Dhamma talk, I want to one thing confirm with you about the last time, about the last lessons. We are discussed about human trafficking. No, actually, my understanding and different, because I always thought was Sri Lankan side. Sometimes we know about the illegal way. Actually, the last time the one sister asked about the Singapore, no, the Singaporean, the housemaid or some workers, they are working in the home. How about that? Actually, the brother J. Jose helped me to clarify about that, which I want to mention. This is the definition of the human trafficking according to the United Nations. Human trafficking is the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring, or receipt of people through force. Anyway, in general, human trafficking is illegal act for force or trap the victim into working against his or her free will. In the case of domestic helper in Singapore, the maid agencies here are regulated, and the domestic helpers are protected by law. So, such facilitation of employment according to legal means, and where the domestic helpers are not forced to work beyond her free will, should not be considered as human trafficking. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, sister?
Yes, Bhante.
Yeah. Now, I want to continue the sutta, okay?
Yes, okay, Bhante.
About today also, we are going to discuss about the Visakha Uposatha Sutta. That sutta also very useful and very beneficial sutta, because nowadays many of the Buddhist people, they very much like to follow the Uposatha Sila, 8 Uposatha Sila. That's why now, according to that sutta, you can understand how we protect our 8 Uposatha Sila, how we spend our Uposatha day. This is the meaning. This way, we have to know according to that sutta. Evaṃ me sutaṃ ekaṃ samayam bhagavā sāvatthiyaṃ viharati pubbārāme migāra mātu pāsādi. Atako visākā migāra mātā tadahu posite yena bhagavā tenupasaṅkami. Upasaṅkamitva bhagavantaṃ abhivādetva ekamantaṃ nisīdi. Ekamantaṃ nisinnaṃ ko visākam migāra mātaram bhagavā etada voca. The meaning, I have heard that on one occasion the Blessed One was staying in Savatthi at the Eastern Monastery, the place of Migara's mother. Now everyone know the Pubbaram Monastery, who built the millionaire, the Visakha built. She spent 27 koti, the 27 koti. After she built and she offered to the Sangha with including the Lord Buddha. Then one day our Lord Buddha was leave that monastery. At that time, she came the place of Megara's mother. Now at that time, it being the Uposatha day. At that time, Uposatha day. Now, do you know about the 4 Uposatha day in the month? No, but there are full moon day, and new moon day, and 8 Uposatha day. The 2 8 Uposatha day. Visakha, Megara's mother, went to Blessed One in the middle of the day, and on arrival, having bowed down to the Lord Buddha, sat to one side. As she was sitting there, the Blessed One said to her, then the Lord Buddha going to say something for her. Handa koto no tuang Visake agachisi diva divasati. Well, now, Visaka, why are you coming in the middle of the day? She replied, Uposataham bhante ajja upasami. Bhante, today I am observing the Uposatha. Then she mentioned, now Bhante, I am taking Uposatha Sila today. That's why I came to monastery. At that Lord Buddha want to explain very good meaning. Tayo kome upa visake uposatha katame tayo. The Visaka, there are these 3 uposatha. Which 3? There are 3 types of uposatha we have to know. First one, Gopala Uposatha. Gopala Uposatha. The Uposatha of cowherd. Nigantu Uposatha. The Uposatha of the Jain or Niganta. Arya Uposatha. The Uposatha of the noble ones. Now there are 3 types of Uposatha. One is Gopala Uposatha. Niganta Uposatha and Arya Uposatha. We are all the Buddhists. We should follow the Arya Uposatha, not follow the Gopalaka Uposatha or Niganta Uposatha. This is not the right way. But anyway, Lord Buddha going to explain one by one about the Uposatha. Okay, what is the meaning of Uposatha of the cowherd? What is the meaning? Then Lord Buddha explaining, just as when a cowherd return the cattle to their owners in the evening, he reflects, today the cattle wandered to that spot, and this drank at this spot, and that tomorrow they will wander to that spot, and this will drink at this spot and that. You meaning usually the cowboy, cowboy after returning his dwelling place, he always thinking, okay, today I already brought all other cow to eat this place, and I brought them to drink the water from that pot like this. And tomorrow I want to bring this way. I want to give like this food, like this the glass from others from that place like this. He's always thinking. In the same way, there's the case where a certain person observing the opposite reflects. Today I ate this sort of non-staple food and that sort of staple food. Tomorrow I will eat that sort of non-staple food and this sort of staple food. He spent the day with an awareness but with that covetousness with the greed. You see, the same way. In the same way, some of the bhikkhu or lay people who is following the observing, those are a person also thinking. today I eat like this food. Maybe tomorrow I can get like this food. He always thinking about the food, about only reflecting about that. That's why because his mind very greedy mind. He has a lot of abhijja, the lot of the craving intention. That's why he always thinking like this. Such is the opposite of a cowherd, Visaka. When this opposite of a cowherd is undertaken, it is not of great fruits or great benefit, not of great glory or great radiance. Now you see, who following like this sila after he taking observing, take the 8 sila, then his mind all is working, thinking about the food or necessary things. Not he not thinking regarding about the meditation or regarding sila or whatever good thing. He not going to reflect. That's why those are the who is the following like this observing. He cannot get the good benefit. That's why the Lord Buddha mentioned not of the great fruits or great benefit for him, not of great glory or great radiance for him. You see now, then anyway, some of the lay people also following the observing, the taking the 8 sila, but you should not think about the food, about the maybe about the juice or whatever the food items. But you have to think only your the on sila, your meditation object, and only your dhamma practice. This is the meaning. Okay, about the number 2. The Lord Buddha mentioned, and what is the opposite of the Jain? Nigant opposite. Then there are the contemplative called the Nigantas Jain. They get their disciple to undertake the following practice. Because they are always some of the senior Jain advising for their new persons, or maybe the disciples who are following the practice. Okay, here my good man lay down the rod with regard to being who live more than 100 leagues to the east, more than 100 leagues to the west, more than 100 leagues to the north, more than 100 leagues to the south. Thus, they get the disciple to undertake kindness and sympathy to some being, but not to the other. Now you see, they are the choosing some of the being, but not practicing for the all the being. This is the Nigantas the advice. On the opposite day, they get their disciple to undertake the following practice. Here, my good man, having stripped of all your clothing, say this: I am nothing by anything or of anything. Thus, there is nothing by anything or of anything. That is the mind. Yet, in spite of that, his parents know of him that this is our child, and he know of them that these are my parents. His wives and children know of him that this is our husband and father, and he know of them that these are my wife and children. His worker and slave know of him that this is our master, and he know of them that these are my workers and slaves. Thus, at the time when he should be persuaded to undertake truthfulness. He is persuaded to undertake falsehood. Okay. At the end of the night, he resumes the consumption of his belonging, even though they aren't given back to him. This count as stealing. I tell you, such is the opposite of the Jain Niganta Visaka. When this opposite of the Jain is undertaken, it is not the great fruits or great benefit, not of great glory or great radiance. Okay. Now, because the about the Niganta, those are the Jain opposite, how they follow, but they are following only the some of the people they're choosing. Those are our children, our parents, like this, but they are mentioned. But actually those are the following, the observing. It is not truthful. That's why Lord Buddha mentioned, just like if someone follow the like this opposite, it is also not benefit. But anyway, the negant opposite also we should not follow. Okay, this one also not so good, because sometimes this way we are practicing lying, and we are stealing, also practicing developing stealing also. That's why that opposite are not allowed. But next one is this is Lord Buddha explaining and what is the opposite of the noble ones. Okay, it is the cleansing of the defiled mind through the proper technique. Now the Lord Buddha mentioned, Upakilittassa visake chittassa upakkamena pariyodapana hoti. This is Pali. Very good. The upakilittassa chittassa upakkamena pariyodapana hoti. Meaning, defiled mind cleansed through the proper technique. We know the what is the defiled mind. Who has defiled mind? Then he have to know how I cleanse my mind. Then according to that sutta, the Lord Buddha mentioned about the how we cleanse our defiled mind through the proper technique. Now we are going to know what are the proper technique. Okay, this is an important thing. Then the Lord Buddha mentioned there is a case where the disciple of the noble ones recollects the Tathagata. Now, some of the noble disciple, or who is practicing, observing, those are people always reflecting Lord Buddha's qualities. This is we call the Buddhanussati Bhavana, the meditation of the Buddhanussati, the reflecting of Buddha's qualities. Okay, how he practicing? In the Pali mentioned, Itipiso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vijjacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu Anuttaro Purisadhamma Sarati Sattha Dev Manusanang Buddho Bhagavati. Now you see there are 9 qualities mentioned. I think all are the qualities very familiar for us, no? So Bhagava itipi arahang. Indeed, the Blessed One is worthy Arahant is worthy person. Actually, there are especially there are 5 meaning of Arahant. According to the commentary mentioned, there are 5 meaning Arahant. Our Lord Buddha already cut off all the defilement with habitual karma. This is also one of the meaning. And he already cut off all the raga, all the defilements without remaining. Okay, and he already cut off the depending origination, paticca the sansara life, and he is worthy for receiving the amisa dana and dhamma dana from the peoples. He's worthy person, and he never ever lie in front of or behind. Okay, he never ever lie. Those are the 5 qualities, especially we call arahant. About the Samma Sambuddho, rightly self-awakened. The Samma Sambuddha, he understood Four Noble Truth without any teacher, any advisor. Our Lord Buddha understood Four Noble Truth by himself. And what is the suffering? What is the cause of suffering? What is the cessation of suffering? What is the way to lead of the cessation of the suffering? Okay, those are Four Noble Truths. Actually, according to our understanding, not the same moment, I don't know the English, Panchavida Nyaya Mandala. Panchavida Nyaya Mandala. Our Lord Buddha understood there are 5 Dhamma. What are the 5 Dhamma? Saṅkhāra, Vikāra, Lakkana, Paññatti, and Nibbāna. Saṅkhāra is a formation, Saṅkhāra. The Vikāra is a Vikāra Rupa. Vikāra Rupa. Lakkana is a Lakkana Rupa, characteristic. Paññatti is a concept. Nibbāna is a Nibbāna. Now, according to the that meaning, the Nibbāna we know, Paññatti we know. Their Lakkana is the 4 Rupa, Upachaya, Santati, Jarata, and Aniccata. About the Vikāra Rupa, we call Kāya Viññatti, Vaci Viññatti also include Lahuta, Mudita, Kamanya, there are 5. Except there are 9 Rupa, other all Rupa and Chitta, mental factors, all are we call Saṅkhāra. All are we call Saṅkhāra. Okay. Now this is the this meaning Chitta, Cetasika, Rupa, Nibbāna, and Paññatti. Those are 5 ultimate realities with Paññatti. Our Lord Buddha understood by himself. That's why we call Samma Sambuddha. Samma Sambuddha. Brother JJ later can type for you very clearly. About Vicācarana Sampanna, consummate in knowledge and conduct. Because Lord Buddha has the special knowledge. There are 8 knowledge, no? From Vipassana Jnana to all other Abhiññā including there. And there are good qualities from Sila to until 8 attainment. Okay, all other include there. But the Sugata is a well gone. There are 2 meaning. Well gone and well spoken. Well gone and well spoken. There are 2 meaning, because our Lord Buddha, after definite prophecy to until fully enlightenment, ultimate Samma Sambuddha, he followed always the 8-fold path, the middle way. That's why his way is well gone, Sugata. And after fully enlightenment, and during the Buddha's lifespan, Lord Buddha always give the good and truth Dhamma. That's why well spoken. This is also Sugata. Sugata. About the Lokavidu, expert with regard to the world. Now we know about the world, no? About the there are different type of world. About the Satta Loka, the being world, world of the being. Akasa Loka, the world of the space. Sankhara Loka, the world of the formation. Everything Lord Buddha know very well. And same way about the aggregates world, basis world, elements world, etc. All are the world Lord Buddha know. That's why he's an expert with regard to the world, Loka Vidu. Anuttaro Purusadhamma Sarati, excellent as a trainer for those people fit to be tamed. Now, the Lord Buddha is an excellent person in the world. Cannot compare anyone because Lord Buddha's Sila and Samadhi, Panya, all are the qualities very higher, very excellent. And because of those are qualities, the who want a trainer for those people fit to be trained, then some of the animal or some yakka or some the deva or some brahma, all are the beings can tame. This is because the Lord Buddha has the higher quality, because the power of the higher qualities can term the others. And the Satta Deva Manusana, the teacher of divine and human. The Lord Buddha always advise for us to get the good life and good destination, and about the path of the Nibbana also. And the Buddha Bhagavad, the two quality, awakened Buddha and the Bhagavad is blessed. Actually, the Buddha meaning, there are a lot of meaning according to the Mahanidesa Pali. The Bhante Sariputta one day already explained. Bujjita Satchaniti Buddha. Actually, our Lord Buddha already understood Four Noble Truths because of the Buddha. Bodheta Pachayati Buddha. After understood the Four Noble Truths, then he teach for others to understand. This is the meaning of the Buddha. This way, explaining lot of meaning. About the Bhagava. Bhagava is the blessed, the who has the lot of the great, the powerful knowledge, and who can divided the all the Dhamma one by one, and who has the lot of meritorious deed, and who has the very powerful radiance, the physical body, and who has the powerful the good mind. All are the qualities we call Bhagava. All are qualities we call Bhagava. That's why as he is the reflecting the Tathagata. Now Lord Buddha mentioned someone reflecting the qualities of the Tathagata. His mind is calm, and after reflecting Buddha's qualities, his mind become very calm, and pamujjang uppajjiten, joy arises because of the calm mind and peaceful mind arising, the joy, the happiness. The ye chitta supakilesa te pahiyanti. Because of the calm and peaceful and the joyful mind, the defilements of his mind are abundant. Now you see, just as when the head is cleansed through the proper technique, cleansed through the proper technique. This is one of the proper technique, how we cleanse in our defiled mind. Okay, that's why the after you are also taking the observing when your mind, when you are free, at the time you can reflect in the Buddha's quality, inward and backward, no? Yeah. From Arahan to Bhagava, from Bhagava to Arahan. Ne? Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vijjācana Sampanno Sugato Lokavido Anuttaro Purusadam Sarate Sattha Deva Manusanang Buddho Bhagava, backward, Bhagava Buddho Sattha Deva Manusanang Anuttaro Purusadam Sarate Lokavido Sugato Vijjācana Sampanno Samma Sambuddho Araha. You can practice again and again, again and again. This is also the one of the proper technique. And the Visuddhimagga also explained properly. If you want to know the detail about the Buddha Anusati, you should follow the Visuddhimagga. But anyway, if you want to practice by reciting, you want to practice by mind and the verbally, at that time there are two ways of everything explained in the Visuddhimagga. This is a Buddha's quality. Okay, they're explaining how is the head cleansed through the proper technique, through the use of cosmetic paste and clay, the appropriate human effort. This is how the head is cleansed through the proper technique. In the same way, the defiled mind is cleansed through the proper technique. And how is the defiled mind cleansed through the proper technique? There is the case where the disciple of the noble ones reflects the Tathagata. Thus, indeed, the blessed Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vijjācana Sampanno Sugato Lokavido Anuttaro Purusadhamma Sarati Sattha Deva Manusanam Buddho Bhagava. As he is recollecting the Tathagata, his mind's cleansed and joy arise, the defilements of his mind are abundant. He is thus called the disciple of the noble ones, undertaking the Brahma Uposatha. You see, they give the special name. Who is the following the, after he taking observing, then he always practicing Buddha Anusati, Buddha's quality. In the sutta mentioned, Ayang Uchati Visake Arisavako Brahma Uposatang Upavasati. We can call Upasaka a disciple of the noble ones undertaking the Brahma Uposata. Brahma Uposata, very high Uposata. He live with Brahma. If someone, but we are human, Brahma is a higher word. Human cannot live with Brahma, no? But who is the taking, observing and practicing Buddha's qualities at that day? He lived with Brahma. Actually, Brahma means like the Buddha. It is he's living with just like with Buddha. Then it is the owing to the Brahma that his mind is calm, and that joy arises, and that whatever defilements there are in his mind are abundant. This is how the defiled mind is cleansed through the proper technique. Okay, this way, I think everyone understand that this is a proper and first technique. Okay. About the next one, again, the Lord Buddha mentioned the opposite of the noble one is the cleansing of the defiled mind through the proper technique. And how is the defiled mind cleansed? Through the proper technique. Okay. There is the case where the disciple of the noble ones recollects the Dhamma, the qualities of Dhamma. Now someone, after practicing the Buddha Anusati, then he going to practice Dhammanusati, the reflecting of the Dhamma's qualities. Okay, there are 6 qualities. There are 6 qualities. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo. The Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One. Sanditiko, to be seen here and now. Akaliko, timeless. Ehipassiko, inviting verification. Openaiko, pertinent. Pernet. Yeah. Pachattam Veditabu, to be realized by the wise for themselves. Now those are actually the qualities we are calling regarding the Lokuttara Dhamma. Those are called Lokuttara Dhamma's qualities we are calling here. Lokuttara Dhamma's qualities. Because Lord Buddha explaining there are a lot of Dhamma here, but what is the essence of the Dhamma? It is super mundane Dhamma. The 4 path knowledge, 4 fusion knowledge with Nibbana. Okay, this is a qualities. Okay, then someone also can practice the Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo. Sanditiko Bhagavata Dhammo, Akaliko Bhagavata Dhammo, Ehipassiko Bhagavata Dhammo, Opanaiko Bhagavata Dhammo, Pachattam Veditabbo Vinyohi Bhagavata Dhammo. This way, you also can practice the Dhammanusati. He is recollecting the Dhamma's quality, the qualities of the Dhamma. His mind is calm. The calm and joy arises. The defilement of his mind are abundant. Just as when the body is cleansed through the proper technique. And how is the body cleansed through the proper technique? Through the use of scoring balls or bath powder and the appropriate human effort. This is how the body is cleansed through the proper technique. In the same way, the defined mind is cleansed through the proper technique. And how is the defined mind cleansed through the proper technique? There is the case where the disciple of the noble ones recollects the Dhamma, the qualities of Dhamma. Thus, the Dhamma is well expounded, etc. Akaliko, the Sanditiko, Akaliko, Ehipassiko, Opanaiko, Pachattam Veditabbo Vinyohi. As he is recollecting the Dhamma, his mind is cleansed and joy arises. The defilements of his mind are abundant. He is thus called the disciple of the noble ones undertaking the Dhamma Uposata. Because last time, the first time, who practicing Buddha's qualities, his Uposata we call Brahma Uposata. Brahma Uposata. But who practicing the Dhamma's qualities after observing, then he call, that's one called Dhamma Uposata. He lives with Dhamma. It is owing to the Dhamma that his mind is calm. That joy arises, and that whatever defilements there are in his mind are abundant. This is how the defiled mind is cleansed through the proper technique. Now we know now we already practiced the two technique. First one, Buddha's qualities. The second one is Dhamma's qualities. Okay. Now about the next one. Again, the opposite of the noble ones is the cleansing of the defiled mind through the proper technique. And how is the defiled mind cleansed through the proper technique? Okay. There is the case where the disciple of the noble ones recollects the Sangha, the quality of the Sangha, the reflecting the Sangha's qualities. Okay, he going to reflect the quality of the Sangha. Thus, the Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, we always reciting, no? The Sangha of the blessed ones, disciples who have practiced well. Ujjupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, the Sangha of the blessed ones, disciple who have practiced straight forwardly. Nyaya Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, the Sangha of the blessed ones, disciple who have practiced methodically. Okay, methodically. Samichi Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, the Sangha of the blessed ones, disciple who have practiced masterfully. This is the English meaning. The Supatipanna, Ujjupatipanna, Nyaya Patipanna, Samichi Patipanna. Actually, the Supatipanna means practice well. Okay, but his way, who is the disciple of the Buddha, we call the Sangha. No? All the Sangha, the bhikkhu Sangha, they are practicing, they are the right way, they are following the right way. We call they are also following the eightfold path and middle path. That's why we call Supatipanna. That's why his practice well, everything they are proper. Okay. Ujjupatipanna is they are everything strength forwardly. His mind very strength, and his intention, his action, everything. Not he following Ujjupatipanna. But the Nyaya Patipanna means the practice methodically, means actually Nyaya Patipanna is the Nibbana. His way lead to Nibbana. And that's why Nibbana. Samichi Patipanna means his practice masterfully, meaning whatever the human being, everyone, they are respect to the Sangha. No, this bhikkhu, the Sangha can accept others, the honors or respect and everything. That's why we call methodically. I don't know English proper or not. The Samichi Patipanna means the bhikkhu, the lay people and others, always the honors to the Sangha. This is the meaning. After the explaining, Yadidan Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Puggala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho. In other words, the four types, meaning of noble disciple, when taken as pairs, the 8 when taken as individual types. Now we know Sotapatti Magga person, Sotapatti Phala person, Sakadagami Magga person, Sakadagami Phala person, Anagami Magga person, Anagami Phala person, Arahatta Magga person, Arahatta Phala. There are 8 noble person we are calling. This is a Sangha, okay, of the disciple of the Buddha. And they say again explaining another extra 5 qualities. Ahuneyo. Ahuneya is worthy of gift. Pahuneyo, worthy of hospitality. Dakineyo, worthy of offerings. Anjali Karaniyo, worthy of respect. Anuttaram Punyaketan Lokasa, the incomparable field of merits for the world. This is all the Sanghas qualities. Now, everyone, if you know the meaning of Pali, then very easy to practice, and when they are practicing, then you can understand the meaning also. Okay. As he's recollecting the Sangha, his mind is calm and joy arises. The calm and peaceful, the joy arises. The defilement of his mind are abundant, just as when clothing is cleansed through the proper technique. And how is the clothing cleansed through the proper technique? Through the use of salt, earth, or lay, cow dung, the appropriate human effort. This is how clothing is cleansed through the proper technique. In the same way, the defiled mind is cleansed through the proper technique. And how is the defiled mind cleansed through the proper technique? There is the case where the disciple of the noble ones recollects the Sangha. Thus, the mentioned Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Uchpatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Nyaya Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Samech Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Yadidan Chattari Purisa Yogani, Atta Purisa Puggala, Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho, Ahuneyo Pahuneyo, Dakhineyo Anjali Karaniyo, Anuttarang Punyak Ketang Lokasati. As he is recollecting the Sangha, his mind is cleansed and joy arises. The defilement of his mind are abundant. He is thus called a disciple of the noble ones undertaking the Sangha Uposatha. At that time we call he taking Sangha Uposatha. He live with the Sangha. It is the owing the Sangha that his mind is calm and that joy arise, and that whatever defilements there are in his mind are abundant. This is how the defiled mind is cleansed through the proper technique. Okay. Now we already explained the three techniques: Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, and Sanghanusati. Okay. Maybe the next time we can because this is a quite long explanation. Still we have to talk many things to explain about the sila and etc. So we can continue next week about the sila nusati. Now I think you are now you understand what is the Arya Uposatha. Who after take eight observing, then when he's practicing Buddha's qualities, at that time we call disciple of the noble ones undertaking the Buddha Brahma Uposatha, and who practicing Dhamma's qualities we call noble ones undertaking the Dhamma Uposatha, who practicing qualities of the Sangha, then we call the disciple of the noble ones undertaking the Sangha Uposatha. Okay. Now this way, now you know how we understand our defined mind and how cleanse the define mind through the proper technique. Now we know about three techniques: Buddhanusati, Dhammanusati, and Sanghanusati. Sister?
Okay, sister. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Bante. Thank you very much for today's talk, Bante. Bante, I have few questions, Bante. The first one is regarding what you mentioned at the beginning of the talk regarding the human trafficking, Bante. So it means like I just want to clarify. So that means that if it is consisting like using force without the willingness of that person, so he is forced like to do something that's against his will, and only at that time it's considered as satta wanija, right, Bante?
Yeah.
Yes, Bante. Because like right now, those that are providing service usually they share the profit, right? That Bante among the worker and the owner of the business, like that. So at
Yes, yes.
that kind is okay, right, Bante?
Okay. That's why because the some of the I know the some of the Sri Lankan the person they are doing the human trafficking. That's why I for the some of people they're sending some human to the Middle East to work, but after a few months they cannot get salary. But
Yes, Bante.
that's why this is not the proper way.
Yes, Bante. I also heard like there are some person that they take woman from one place to be sent to another place to get married, like that, usually
Yes,
forcefully. That kind is the one that considered as satta wanija. Bante, I want to ask about the observance of the Uposatha, Bante. So one time I have heard from another Bante that it's okay if we, for example, we select a day. For example, we want to observe the 8 precepts every Sunday, right, that Bante. Because sometimes like Uposatha days are moving, right, Bante. It's different every week. So maybe because we have work, we have difficulties like that. So the Bante suggests that we take one day that is dedicated, for example, every Sunday like that. So is that kind of observance have the same benefit as observant at
Yes,
Uposatha days?
they have save benefits. Why they always the Lord Buddha encourage to the peoples, lay peoples to if someone want to take 8 sila, you should follow the Uposatha day. The why the every Uposatha days the messenger coming from the Deva Loka, from Deva world to the human world to bring the our all merits. That's why the encourage the Uposatha day. You should take observing the Uposatha day. But anyway, the someone taking sila in the free day, the Sunday or etc. It's no problem. You can get the same benefit, but you should follow the Arya Uposatha.
Okay, Bante. Understood, Bante. Bante, is it true that Bante also mentioned that that is because at that time Uposatha is the holiday of the people at that time?
Yes, actually the full moon day is a holiday. Even in Sri Lanka also holiday in the full moon day.
Okay, Bante.
Every full moon. But then even the Buddha's time in the before the Buddha appears, every full moon day there is a festival day in the country.
I see, Bante.
Yeah, they have a special festival. That's why they are free day off day.
Okay, Bante. And is it that the reason also that the people could observe the
Yes.
Uposatha at that time?
Yes.
Bante? Okay, Bante. Bante, regarding the quality of the arahants, the 5 qualities, Bante. So are they also shared with the disciples, Bante? Those 5?
Yeah, but the first one only for the Buddha. Lord Buddha can eradicate all the defilements with the habitual karma. Other arahatas they can eradicate defilement, but they cannot eradicate the habitual karma.
Vasana, right, Bante?
Yeah, vasana. Yeah.
So only the first quality of the arahant that is exclusive to the Buddha.
Yes.
Okay, Bante. And then Bante, regarding the Nyaya Dhamma, Bante, like where should we put the akasa, Bante?
Usually when we are recollecting the other rupa, when are going to the divide the rupa kalapas, at that time automatically we can understand akasa.
Oh, I see, Bante. So it should not be. It doesn't have to be mentioned separately, Bante.
Yes,
It's
yes,
automatically.
including Sankara group. But automatically we can say Akasa. Without Akasa, we cannot see clearly Kalapa, no? Rupa.
Okay, Bante. So among those five categories, it is included as Sankara. Bante.
Yeah.
Okay, Bante. Bante, this is a little bit different question, Bante, but I think still related to morality, Bante, regarding the Tikoti Parisuddhi, Bante.
Mansa.
So, yes,
Mansa?
Tikoti Parisuddhi, the meats that are allowable, Bante, the three kind of meats, Bante. So, one time I've ever heard that this rule doesn't apply for lay persons, Bante.
Sorry.
One time I've ever heard from one Bante that this Tikoti Parisuddhi Bante only applies for bhikkhus and not for lay disciples. Bante.
Yes.
Is this true?
Yes. Because they have the Vinaya rule for the bhikkhus. That's why.
Oh, okay, Bante. So, like, then if
You can see the Jivaka Sutta, Majjhimanaka Jivaka Sutta mentioned about that.
Oh, okay, Bante. Because I've always thought that it also applied for lay disciples.
No, for the bhikkhus especially.
And then, Bante, if the case, for example, someone order for us fish that is directly for us, kill for us, is it okay, Bante?
Sorry, I'm not clear, brother.
I mean, like, if we consider that the Tikoti Parisuddhi is not applied for layperson, Bante, let's say that in one scenario, there is one person that order a fish that is specifically killed for me, like that.
Yeah,
is that
you already
okay?
Panatipata, no? Because you already ordered.
It's not me that ordered, Bante. My friend ordered it for me.
Yeah, but friend order for you, but you the according to your wish, you already commit the Panatipata.
Let's say I do not wish, Bante. It's just he
It's
wants
okay
to give.
because you don't have any intention to do like this, but your friend make for you. It's okay. But
that's okay.
Your friend already commit the akusala karma.
Yes, Bante. But from our side, it's not the panatipata.
Because you are not intention, no? You're not like this thought.
And the meat is allowable, Bante, for us.
Yeah, okay. Because the usually my brother, if you know clearly, he's especially kill for me.
Yes.
At that time, now you have to think, no, because the Tikoti Parisuddhi Mansa explaining especially for the bhikkhus, because they have a special discipline rule. Yes, but Bante. If some lay people also want to follow, it's no problem, no.
Okay,
Bante. No problem, because if you want to follow, okay,
it's better.
Yeah. At that time, it's better don't take.
Yes, Bante.
Yeah,
understand.
I remember one thing in Sri Lanka. Okay, they had one of the village. Every day the fishermen, they bring the different kind of fish meat selling for the villagers. The one day the head of the village, head of the village, he called everyone. Nowadays, many of the people are killing a lot of fish and lot of the animal because of for us. If we are not eat or not taking, they are not coming to selling to our village. This way, all other villages stop to eat the meat and fish. Okay. Then every day the fishermen coming and going, but no one taking. Later on, all other stop. No one coming, because the village, actually villages, the fishermen also in the villages, not from outside. They also always going to kill the fish in the tank of the village, and they are going to selling around the villages. Then later, no one killing after that. No one they catching the fish. This way, if you know those are people killing the animal or killing the fish for us. If you know clearly, better don't take.
Okay, Bante. Understand. Bante. Okay, Bante. Thank you very much, Bante, for all the explanations. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bante. There are questions on the screen. Dear Bante, the Buddha says that there are different deva realms that people who undertake the Uposatha days can take rebirth in. So what is the main factor that differentiate why some people take rebirth in lower deva realms and while others take rebirth in higher deva realms after they pass away in the present lifetime? Is it the level of purity of recollection that differentiates them?
Actually, my understanding, later you can see everything in the sutta, okay? According to our faith, saddha, sila, and the sutta is the learning the Dhamma, listening Dhamma. Chaga is the generosity, panya. According to those are 5 qualities, the main reason to this is the you can go to the different deva level. Those are 5 qualities of the main cause.
Okay, thank you, Bante. So not only one, have to fulfill 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Another question, Bante. In the sutta, the simile for Buddha Nusati as head is cleansed. Simile. Okay. The Dhamma Nusati is as body, and Sangha Nusati is as clothes. Bante, what
this is similar one. No? This example.
Any significance? Any significance that they use head for Buddha Nusati? And any meaning?
Actually, this example only for the understanding.
Yeah. Okay.
The head of cleans the body and clothes. They give the example how we clean our head. Head is the main place, no? The body is a second. The cloth is third. That's why the Buddha is always first, Dhamma second, Sangha third, like this.
Okay. Thank you.
My understanding.
Yes. Okay, Bante. Yeah. Bante, I myself have a questions. Last time when our center is open, because a lot of people are working, so we always make Saturday our own Uposatha day. A lot of people come to the center to observe Uposatha. I think this is all right. I think Bante has mentioned.
Yeah, already it's okay. Okay,
yeah,
no problem.
okay,
Because during the Buddha's time, in the ancient time, everyone follow the Uposatha. But nowadays, different people, different rule, no? They are following different days. But better way, the free day follow the Uposatha sila.
Yeah. We miss those days. Now we cannot go back to the center. Yeah.
Yes.
We make Uposatha day. I think every Saturday or Sunday. I couldn't remember. But Bante, is there any significance that what time we have to start the Uposatha sila? Although we chant the Uposatha sila maybe at 9 o'clock, but what time we should start actually?
Usually the better way after dawn. Before noon.
Okay.
After dawn and before noon. And you should finish your meal before noon.
Okay, thank you, sister. Sorry, Bante, I have questions that I forgot to ask Bante. Regarding the first kind of Uposatha, Bante, the Gopala Kuposatha, Bante. So is it only when we are thinking about foods that is considered as Gopala Kuposatha, Bante? Because like sometimes what I feel is that sometimes our mind will wander, for example, to something related to our job, something related to our life, Bante. So it's when such kind of thought arise, how is it?
Including Gopala.
Oh, including Bante.
Yes.
So that means that any kind of wandering thought that is not related to our
yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. So does Bante have another explanation, like the limit of the regarding the what kind is considered as Gopala Kuposatha?
Yeah, actually, if someone thinking regarding your food, your properties, your job, everything including Gopala Uposatha.
Okay, Bante.
Yeah, better way to the better don't think like this. Just you focusing your sila, your concentration.
Okay, Bante. So just focus on practicing the sila and meditation.
Mm.
Okay, Bante. And then the other question, Bante, actually it's related to like the in the Chulakama Vibhanga Sutta, Bante, that we have discussed before. So in that sutta, like the Buddha mentioned this causing this and that causing that, like that, Bante. Killing causing short age, something like that, Bante. But I've also heard that like in our life, like one thing is caused by many causes, Bante. So how should we understand it in this context,
Yeah,
Bante? Is it
especially the main reason we are taking, main one only. Which one become kamapata? This is the main cause. But for the if someone want to kill the animal, at that time he used many things. He had a lot of cause around. But the main thing is the panatipata kamapata. The main reason we are taking.
okay, Bante? So it's the main cause supported by other causes, Bante.
Yes.
So like we can say that, for example, someone is short age. That is the main cause is because of the killing karma. But there are also other things that contributed to that.
Yes, because sometimes his life short life, but he's very poor. He very ugly.
Yes.
Yeah. Now you see.
Okay, Bante. Okay, thank you very much, Bante. Sadhu,
Sadhu.
sadhu, sadhu.
Bante, I have a question. I'm just thinking because if we are wanting to take Uposatha Sila, but we are still running our duties, jobs or whatever. Bante, what do you think? Is there any
Actually
merits,
sometimes difficult, no?
Yes.
Sometimes difficult to do the job and other things with Uposatha Sila.
I think
Very easy to break.
only Vikala Pujana, Bante. We will
Other
not
things,
break the Vikala Pujana.
Sometimes the how to say the we have to wear the different cloth, no?
Yes.
We have to use the cosmetic also.
No, if you don't do that,
use the earring or garland also.
Bante, if you don't do that,
it's okay. That's why who has strong the mind, strong the concentration mind, mindfulness mind, then he can follow.
But we are still busy doing job, doing duties.
At that time also that you're just keeping sila but not practicing properly.
Okay, but some merits with
that. Still
okay.
Still have merits. Have merits. Don't worry. Still have.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Bante. Yeah, there are some questions on the screen. Just now, I think continue from the previous question. Dear Bante, on Uposatha Day, can we do Marana Nusati?
Sure. Any anything can.
Anything.
Yeah.
As long as practice properly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Bante.
Dhamme punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu. Idamme punyang nibbanas paccayo hotu. Mama punya bhagang sabba sattanang bhajemi te sabbe me samang punya bhagang labhantu sadhu 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 sukhi hotu nibbana paccayo hotu.